Pat.
It's because I was thirsty.
It's silly goose.
I know. I've been fine all day.
You've had no coffee today?
Yeah. Well, I'll get a really bad headache if I don't.
Yeah, it's called an addiction.
Yeah.
Pat has a flaw. Pat's not perfect. I'm not the mess around here. I'm actually not addicted to coffee. I'm not. Every morning I have a different thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think you're addicted to having at least 5 within arm's reach at any given time.
Yeah, I'm not picking an addiction. I'm avoidant with addictions. I am not loyal to an addiction.
Catch me if you can.
I will cheat on addictions with other addictions. I will gamble with my addictions. I think ultimately it's most of our addictions boil down to a gambling addiction. Did you know that?
I agree with that.
But my avoidance of ringworm trumps my actual gambling addiction, which is why I don't actually gamble in like casinos.
That's where you get ringworm?
Seeing that one woman in a diaper at the slot machine, I was like,
Yeah. I couldn't imagine you looking at a slot machine for more than 3 seconds.
I don't know what certain things in my brain stick. And I don't know if it's your ancestral, it's fine, trauma. I'm wearing my ancestral trauma shoes today, Pat, that you got me. He got me custom Nikes that say ancestral trauma. And he tries to mock me with gifts. And I go, I don't see the mockery. I just enjoy them. Okay. I don't see it. Like I am now emotionally dyslexic in the other way. Like when I see a negative comment where someone's like, I saw your dad, but I didn't like that. I watched your special and I didn't like this thing. I'm like, you watched my special? Thank you. A stream's a stream, homie. A number's a number.
I have your attention.
Thank you. Thank you. And you found my profile and you made a thank you for the engagement. But the things that stick with your brain, like can't some things in your brain just never be unseen? And other things you're just like, that didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Like the image of the woman in the diaper at the slot machine, I don't know why, but that haunts me. She wouldn't get up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So she just wore a diaper. I don't know if it's just because it's plagiarism of my future self and I should call a lawyer to send a cease and desist. Or if I just saw my future for a second, but certain things stick with me. Like another thing, it's like an intrusive thought. Like the other thing, a blood bank. Like if I start thinking about a blood bank, it ruins I have to cancel everything.
Because you're thinking about drinking all that blood and how gross that would be.
No, it's just blood in a building full of blood.
Yeah.
I can't. I just, something about that makes me need to.
I just think about how it's air conditioned and nice and cool and not going bad.
But what's the generator situation? What if there's an earthquake? All the people that had to work on that are what do you build? The construction worker for the blood bank? How was your day? What'd you do today?
How's your summer?
Do you think that because in my business, the most toxic thing and common way to just open any conversation is so what are you working on? Yeah. No other business. You don't go up to a doctor and so what are you working on? What are you pushing these days? What are you seeing? The joint guy, tell what are the latest joints?
Yeah, they're just huh?
No one. We're the only business that actively asks about anyone else's job because we're trying to fish for information or opportunities.
Well, as soon as you finish a job, you're now out of a job and you need to be working on something.
No one talks to waitresses and what are people ordering these days? And how's it going? Do you write down on a pad or you you just got it?
Yeah. What's your POS?
What were the specials this week? We don't.
What were the special? If you have a friend who works at a restaurant and you see them, just be like, hey, what were the specials this week?
We're the only job that does that. But just imagine being a construction worker, working on, those are the people I want to ask. What are you working on? Oh, this blood bank downtown. So tell me everything. What's it made? Is there a plan? Is it different than most buildings?
Yeah.
How?
Why?
Who? How do you do this differently than just the other apartment complex? Do you know that blood's going? When do they know blood's going into is the building built? There's a blood bank built knowing it's a blood bank.
I'm just hoping it's close to the hospital.
Or do they take over a building that's already been built, like a WeWork, and they're that guy's what did he do? I don't know. He's started a cult. What was? Is it amazing how we just forget? The WeWork guy. I don't remember.
It sounded like a big deal at the time.
He like worked too hard. What was the problem?
He raised a bunch of capital to basically buy office buildings and rent out office space.
Okay.
On a short-term basis.
Smart.
Like an Airbnb for an office.
Great.
And he raised tons and tons of money, and then everybody had to work from home. So it kind of failed.
So what's wrong with this? Why did he get a documentary?
A bunch of rich people lost a lot of money, so that
so he's a hero.
Yeah.
So he's an American hero.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you lose money like that, like it went somewhere.
Rich people are not allowed to invest in companies that are for not rich people. They don't know.
I'm investing in a company that makes other people go to work.
Like, yeah.
So I don't have to work.
Like, how do other people work? Like, don't they just want to go to a build because they have such crappy homes? Yeah. Since they live like in an actual cockroach, like they're going to want to leave their, like, I love when rich people brainstorm about what people who aren't rich need in their life.
Yeah.
You know, like why would they want to work from home? Their homes are all like
gross,
full of products we make.
No, not we work, you work.
Yeah.
I'll invest, you work.
I'm going to make even more money off of you working. Not only are you going to work for me indirectly because 3 corporations own anything, but you're also going to work in a WeWork that I invested in for me. So you work for me twice. Yeah. You make me twice as much money this way. Genius. Gosh, wish I'd thought of it. So guys, I didn't think of that idea. So I have to go on the road instead. I don't get to work from home because I picked a job where I come to your town and try to make you laugh at all costs, emotional and otherwise. I'm truly breaking even at this point because I have to spend so much money on bringing my son and my filmer and going to every aquarium within the vicinity. So come see me in September. I'm in Connecticut, 2 shows in Ridgefield. Bring your ticks. We should have, instead of like a security,
a
like
tick jar.
Yeah, we just like open everyone's like crevices and butts before they come into the show. And then I'm going to be in New York, in Huntington, New York, and then I'll be in Baltimore, and then Norfolk. I was trying to get Chris, my boyfriend, to be able to say Norfolk yesterday. He could not do it. It's like Norfolk. I'm like, no, Philly, it's Norfolk. And then Richmond, I'm coming to Baltimore. I'm coming to all the places. So come see me on tour. Added a bunch of shows, and the meet and greets are now scheduled. I used to just do meet and greets from the stage, but I mean, there were fights happening. There was just too much going on. So we're doing now scheduled meet and greets, and this way you're actually gonna get good photos, and you can actually meet me afterwards, and you can actually come say hi. You know how this works, guys. Okay, Pat, tell me to shut up already.
It's showtime. Action.
Can you say shut up to me?
Hey, shut up. That was a real one.
That was so nice.
I wasn't enacting on that one.
I do well with shut up. When someone says shut up, I'm like, thank you for giving me permission to shut up. I don't take it as an insult. The same thing with the B word. I'm like, yes. If you think I'm that, I'm doing something right. I'm drawing a boundary. I'm not responding to you. I'm not. Yes. Because at this point, people perceive, if you're not fake, you're a B word. So when someone calls me that, it just means thank you. I was like, yeah, I'm not fake. Thank you.
It's a badge.
Pat, now you shut up.
Copy.
Because Taylor Swift is engaged.
No comment.
Yeah, duh hickey. Did you say duh hickey?
We did doy.
Nadoy, dude. Those were the original memes. And the original, like, just nadoy, dude. I am so happy for Taylor Swift. I did just miss the desk with my elbow, and I do not care. Can we all just be happy for her? To me, this is, everyone's like, society's dead. It's the apocalypse. I didn't think that till now. The fact that people are being negative about Taylor Swift getting engaged, like, why not? You know what? If you're not happy for Taylor Swift, it's you. It's you. I will now divide people in 2 categories. People that are like, Taylor Swift, why isn't she using her wedding money for Syria? Like, what? No. Look, we're happy for her. Okay, we're happy for her. We're not gonna find the thing that's gonna justify us complaining and being a victim about this woman getting married. Remember when 1 billion people watched the Kate Middleton wedding and the Meghan Markle wedding? Like, that was normal. That was okay. No one self-made there. No one did much except wore pantyhose. for like 24 hours at a time, which is a difficult thing to do. Okay. Like, why is it okay to be into royal weddings, watching inbred people make horses stand there for 5 hours while everyone has like a cactus on their heads? Do you know that the reason Siegfried's tiger dragged him off stage is because there was a woman in the second row with like a beehive hairdo? Should I just start doing podcasts just from the point of view of the animals witnessing it? Because I don't understand how humans react to things, but animals I understand very clearly. Like, when looking at English, pageantry, cosplay, hoedowns, literally all I can think about is the horses. The horses are just like, why are you wearing a dead bird on your head? Even we know that's not to do that. Like, we don't even do that.
It's like an office job for a horse compared to what they could be doing out in the wild.
Yeah, they're just like, so we're not allowed to go out in the wild, but you just put the corpses of our friends on your head? Like, imagine how you're just wearing a raccoon to a wedding. Why is that fox like on your neck? Like, of course they're gonna stay there and be like, just do what they say. They wear our friends. Sometimes people just need to be dominated and alpha. I'm gonna just be your happiness dominatrix. We're happy for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. We're happy. This is good. This is happening. Royal weddings, that's what was weird. Not just because Kate Middleton and Prince William's lips don't match. I can't move past it. That's when you know something's up. She's beautiful. He's handsome. Fine. I mean, I love a man whose hairline is further back than mine at this point. But the point is, when a couple's lips don't match, I can't, hers are like very thin, his are thick. I'm just like, this is a fake. How does it even work? All I ask is that the money that I give to the government, hoping it will go, to, I don't know, an unhoused hobo so they don't attack my son with a rat, not go to sewing a thong into a Valentino wedding dress for a Nepo baby. That we thought that was okay. Taylor Swift is engaged and we're gonna follow it. We're gonna like it. This is as good as it gets. I'm telling you, prom queen, prom king got together. Mm-hmm. This is gonna heal us as a nation. Listen, because we are gonna go, let them, Mel Robbins, Goggins, Robbins, all these self-help people, love language, none of it. Cons, fine, placebo effect and effect. That's not what's going to heal us to our core. Ayahuasca, gurus, shamans. No. We will only heal when we go back in time to high school. The last time we thought life was going to work out. We're going to go back and pretend we're in high school to heal our high school traumas and embarrassment and do it over again. Like Peggy Sue Got Married. Is that what that movie was about? With Kathleen Turner when she was like 50 and she played a teenager. And we were like, yes. We talk about ageism in Hollywood. Like there are women in their 50s. They've never been on television ever. Yeah, they were on television. They just played teenagers. Okay.
There are a lot of 30-year-olds in high school.
You know how
in the
progressive
90s.
that is? Greece, everyone's truly 45 playing teenage. No one talks about the fact that we literally would cast someone that was 40 and be like, yeah, she could pass as a 16-year-old. That's radical feminism. We talk about ageism. Out of here, dude. Mm. Kathleen Turner had like 2 kids and she was playing a kindergartner. Let's not forget that. Okay. 90210, Gabrielle Garteris, she was truly 40.
Oh, yeah. She looked like a TA or like.
Yeah, but they were like, she's like, I just got my period. Everyone's like, cool. Like, what? Okay, there have been women in their 40s and 50s on TV. They just played high school students for some reason. So here's the thing. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, they are going to give us the opportunity to redo our prom all over again. All right? We're gonna face our demons. We're going to go back to the thing that broke us, and we're going to heal it by being happy for them. All right? No one normal won prom queen. Okay. And we still hate women because we didn't win, right? Every woman, I think that like subconsciously there's like prom queen. She was prom queen. Even if you don't know, I feel like the first thing you should ask a woman is like, hey, were you prom queen by any chance? No. Okay, cool. So what's good here? Like, I think we all assume we are the losers of prom and all the other girls. I think that's where like Mean Girls-ness comes from or something. Mean Girls, I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's like, I didn't win either. I'm brunette. Of course I didn't. What are you talking about? Like every girl just needs to open with that because I feel like this is a deep trauma that has led to like a super dark misogyny between women, but also probably with men and women too, because if you didn't win prom queen and your date didn't win prom queen, she's like, I just want to go home. Then add insult to rug burn, someone is chosen as the prettiest and the most popular and the most charming. It's a popularity contest. I mean, this makes the People's Choice Awards seem like a week at Hoffman. Sorry. That is so funny to me, Hoffman. That's literally a good roast joke for like 5 mental health podcasters at their corporate event for Athletic Greens. Hoffman is this like, it's like a week-long thing that like psychopaths go to try to like heal their childhood so that they can continue psychopathing. It's like a codependence workshop and you're not allowed to have a phone or anything. And you, I guess, role play with other people and they like play your parents or something. Allegedly, dude, if Hoffman comes for me, like I will go to court against a mental health facility. Taylor Swift is the world's prom queen or just America's prom? I don't know. And we get to heal and not be chosen and be okay and support the person who was. And we can see that even the prom queen wasn't perfect. The prom queen not being perfect, this is going to heal us. Because the whole thing is I think our whole life is like, I got to win prom queen. I got to win prom queen. She looks so happy. She's so beautiful. Her life is so great. No, it wasn't. She had athlete's foot. There's a lot of things going on back then. She used Johnson & Johnson baby powder like the rest of us. And that is not alleged. I am accusing you. See you in court. I really want to go to court, don't I? Taylor Swift had like 8 guys cheat on her. She was booed at the Super Bowl. Her best friend was Blake Lively, who made her watch a movie about domestic violence where the abuser got to meet his baby at the end of the movie and not go to jail, which was supposed to be the happy ending. And she had to go, this is so good. She had to be like, you should release this. This is healing. This is healing. Taylor Swift getting married. This is like, remember Carrie, the movie Carrie at the end of the movie, covered in blood. This is like if Carrie had like bobbed and weaved. Travis and Taylor Swift, you need to get on board. We need actually more couples like this. We talk about like representation in the media. Like this is actually the representation I am behind. Successful women with duds, bad, you can't represent that. It doesn't work. It sets a bad example of like if you get really successful, just like, you know, look, I love Princess Bride as much as the next person, but that never would have worked in real life. You just can't. Although I do have a theory that guys are okay with women's power and money as long as it's inherited. If it's like a princess or like a heir, but if she earned it herself, it's like too unattractive. You know, successful women have to date men who are as successful as them and men who can't be emasculated. Women have tried, doesn't work. It doesn't. Britney Spears tried to be with one of her backup dancers, and look how that turned out. With her dancing with knives in her living room with hair extensions from Petco and a new gap in her teeth. Brand new. None of these work. And it's giving women and men, frankly, this like bad example of like, no, I can just date that CEO woman. It would make my life so much easier. I can just go like fill myself at the gym and start my protein powder line because there are not enough of those. And it gives women the impression I can go get really successful and I'll just like date that farmhand. No, you won't. Okay. Halle Berry. Okay. Think of all the relationships where successful women tried to just date a guy, and Halle Berry and that guy, J-Lo and some guy. I think Julia Roberts actually married some guy and it did work. J-Lo had some famous guys that didn't even take. Mark Antony, who was her equal, but like in other countries, but he was like shorter and thinner than her. So it was like never going to work. Like famous women just can't date some guy. The guy can't handle it. And it's not fair to show to guys like, yeah, you can date the head of the company when you're the end. This will work out. No, it won't. Call your mom. Figure it out. Make her apologize. Remember when Gwen Stefani was with Gavin Rossdale? Mm-hmm. Because her band opened for his band. Mm-hmm. I may or may not have gone to 3 or 4 of those shows in Roanoke, Virginia, and Richmond and Baltimore, I think. It worked. It worked. Gwen Stefani was with Gavin Rossdale for 14 years, and then she blew it. She started getting more famous. He liked her when she said, I'm just a girl. He's like, I love her. This is my soulmate. We're getting married. But then she was like, wait a minute. I'm in my 30s.
You're the girl.
Maybe. She was like, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm more than a girl. Maybe I'm a woman. After she had her third baby, she was like, maybe I'm a woman. And Gavin was like, ugh. Brother, ugh. And then Gwen Stefani had to come up, and he didn't want to come back down from this cloud. Sorry. She got on The Voice, all right? She got on The Voice, and I can only name like 3 Bush songs. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just that I guess he allegedly had an affair with the nanny after that. So you're on limits, dude. Sorry. Affair with the nanny? Cool. Yeah.
Lazy.
Cool. So yeah, you're not loyal and you're lazy. Like you won't even leave your house. You're gonna cheat from home. Like I work from home. I will cheat from home. You love the adoration you got from someone that you pay. This is everything I need to know about this person. So you're gonna take the fake attention from the person you pay. Still would rather that than having Grammys in your living room won by someone else. Like, every morning I wake up, it's a Grammy that's not mine. Okay, someone who is around your children proved to have bad judgment. And for you just let them keep hanging out with your children. If you're going to cheat with the nanny, then you have to fire them because you have horrible, like, you can't be around my kids because you cheated with me in my own house. When it comes to quitting nicotine, support matters. Quit with Jones combines discreet FDA-approved nicotine mints with a behavioral support app to make sure quitting is easier and more effective. The mints come in 2 milligrams or 4 milligrams strength, determined by the quick online quiz using the same guidelines that doctors follow. You simply let the mint dissolve between your gum and your cheek. You have fresh breath. You do it even if you're not quitting. A lot of you out there halitosis heads need to pull it together. Quick relief from cravings and no chewing required. I don't have time to chew. Like, who's got time for that? I'm slammed.
What, am I retired?
I love that the big selling point is like no chewing. Sold. The free Jones app goes beyond tracking. It offers progress logs, daily tips, and even Quiddle, a 1-minute game designed to distract you until your cravings pass. Studies show that digital support can increase quit rates by 40%. If you're ready to take a step towards quitting or even just cutting back, check out Quit with Jones. Visit quitwithjones.com/Whitney. Take the free quiz and get 10% off your personalized quitting journey. Quitwithjones.com/Whitney. Thanks to Quit with Jones for sponsoring this episode. The mints contain nicotine, which is an addictive chemical. Jones is FDA approved and available for those 18 and older. Let's talk bathroom upgrades. Goodwipes are flushable plant-based wipes that leave you feeling fresh and clean, way beyond what toilet paper can do. They're 40% bigger and stronger than the average wipe. They don't tear, and they're designed to break down safely after flushing, which, by the way, never happens. You know these like wipes? I had this plumber come to this like rental I was at, and the plumbing was like jacked and everything was flooding, and he's like, "Are you flushing your wipes?" And this guy just like yelling at me, and I was like, "No, I don't no." And he's like, he just went on like a tirade towards wipes. And I guess whatever he posted on his Reddit, this company heard it loud and clear. They will not clog your toilet. Each wipe is ultra soft, lightly scented, not perfumey though. Aloe, chamomile, vitamin E. What more do you want? Rose water, shea, cocoa smells, botanical bliss make it easy to find your favorite vibe to wipe that tiache or anywhere. I use it under my armpits because I am a sweaty animal. Goodwipes is giving away free wipes. Want to try a free pack? Just buy a pack at Target, Walmart, Kroger, your local store, and head to goodwipes.com/Whitney. Text them your receipt, and you're going to get reimbursed for the one that you bought at the Target or the grocery store near you. Love this. Goodwipes.com/Whitney. Goodwipes, because butts, they deserve better. In men's heads, they are already Gwen Stefani. So they can't marry actual Gwen Stefani. Then they have to see reality and see that they are not Gwen Stefani. Half of men believe that they could land a plane if they needed to. So Taylor Swift dating other musicians, they all thought they were her. She's like, "No, I'm me." And they're like, plot twist. Now I have to come to terms with the fact that I'm me and not you. You did this. How could you do this? Now I have to go cheat with someone who makes me feel like you. Because you're you and not me. You can't date or be friends with someone who thinks they're you. Half of guys under 30 years old think we're in a simulation. That would never have happened if women were not in the workforce. As soon as women started getting like powerful, guys were like, "This is fake. This is all fake. This is how it has to be, okay? And Taylor Swift, she only had like 3 choices of men. Who just be happy for this person. This is going to be the greatest like example and study of human nature kind of in the history of time. Who else was she going to date? Who else? Who?
I don't follow football very closely.
Who could she date that she wouldn't emasculate?
I had never heard of this person before she
Travis
started
Kelce?
dating him.
Well, that's dark. That's very dark, Pat.
Can you name all of the quarterbacks in the NFL?
No.
How is he different than
But
the other
I think
quarterbacks in the
I
NFL?
think Travis Kelce was kind of Taylor Swift to football fans in a way.
But like,
If you're Chiefs, it's a big. Well, I would say also more.
like, how do you pick if you're going to date football quarterback without being introduced to all of them? How do you pick one? It's just you just happen to meet that one.
This is a tricky one. Okay, so I see what you're saying, but okay, this is gonna be get ready for some math. So, in terms of like what's the word like success means, I think that and fame. Travis Kelce is not as famous as her globally, worldwide, whatever. He's obviously huge in like football, but there's other things that count towards quote success. Like Tom Brady wouldn't have been a match because then there's too many X's. Do you know what I mean? Travis Kelce, I think part of his quote success is having been a big football player without any public scandals, which would have been like negatives. Does that make sense? Like he had he has an ex that I think sometimes comes out and like is just like nasty. I don't know. I'd like to hear a side of the story as always. But like there's a purity to him and he's like a farm dude and he has like a mom who's on social media and he has a brother who plays for the Eagles. Like it's just like, it's like a couple other things that in my brain made him equal. Like, you know, when a guy is my theory of like, if a guy is 5'5", every $1 million he has adds an inch of height. It's like these intangibles that sort of made them equal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I mean, just on paper, how is he that much more interesting than these other quarterbacks?
Oh, I see. Just in terms of what? Well, I'm saying like, who else could she have dated? I'm not even talking about football. Like, I'd be like, if she was like, who should I date? Like, who's not going to be like intimidated by my success? I'd literally be like Vladimir Putin, maybe. I thought about this. I'm like, who is she going to date? Watching all these amazing, famous women, like guys be like, I don't know, seems like a lot. I guess I'd kind of like, because every guy thinks that they should be. I don't know. But like, I was like, I cannot watch this woman not find a husband because then I have to date women again and I can't listen to any more Fiona Apple.
Yeah.
I'm at capacity.
There's an interesting equation where if women want to date up in general, the more successful they are, the smaller the pool becomes to choose from.
Which, by the way, but the pool's always small. This is the other thing. It's already a small pool. Like of just say you're not a famous woman, not a famous man. The chances that you're going to get along with one out of every what? To just get along with someone, one out of every like 50 people?
Maybe 5,000.
Great. By the way, I love making up statistics and I'm like, that's true.
Somebody made a calculator.
And then add into that how many you get along with but are also attracted to.
There's a calculator in the world and you can talk to somebody and ask them like, give me your top 5 preferences in who you're looking for.
Yep.
And they'll say age, height, job, like how much they make, whether or not they went to college, maybe
Scar
where they're
on the
from,
face, necessary.
whatever. And most people are looking for 1 out of like 3 billion
Insane.
in the world.
Insane. That's like when people are like, the relationship didn't work out. I'm like, yeah, I know. And they're like, how'd you know? I'm like, cause why would it?
Yeah.
What are the odds? When we get in elevators with people, we try to disappear. Most people are like, we have no business even talking to, much less dating. What are the odds that person that you ran into at Senior Frogs is your guy?
Yeah.
Or that you're his guy? Like, what are the chances?
Well, the twist at the end of the calculator is after they narrow it down to like a reasonable pool size, they're like, and then this group of people that fit all these stats, typically about 90% of those people are already married.
Yeah, because they're people that believe in monogamy. So if you also want to date someone who believes in monogamy, they're married. You don't want your daughters and your sons seeing that it's not going to work out if you date someone more successful. And you don't want your daughter seeing that if it doesn't work, if she has everything, but if this doesn't, this is good. This is good news, okay? And I'm not trying to say this like I'm some kind of like feminist, like all you incels need to go read Brene Brown. I don't care. If you are listening to a female comedian talk on a podcast, you're a radical feminist. Even if you truly hate everything I'm saying, like...
Hate watchers? Favorites.
Deserve a Purple Heart. Even if you hate me, just also know I want your validation. So you're in the right. I'm on your side because I pathetically still want you to like me. So the promi issues are big. I think Taylor Swift has become this like vector of our projections, and what we project, I think, always tells us more about ourselves, obviously. Okay? When we need to like heal. I personally am done healing. I'm done.
Oh, solved? Cured?
Yeah, pencils down. There's a point where you got to go pencils down. This is me.
Yeah, if you spend your whole life trying
Healing.
to heal, you don't get to reap any benefits.
I just am like I think all the things I wanted to change about myself or that I thought were wrong about myself were kind of solved when I got the wrong people out. I stopped doing those things. So turns out I'm sick.
I was okay the whole time.
Dude, I'm sick. I just let in too many clowns that made me start acting like a silly goose. So it's not me, it's you. That's me breaking up with people. It's not me, it's you. But also there's things about me that I'm not willing to change that are kind of like work to my advantage. Only other people had problems with it, which is sabotage. People are like, you're just like so impatient. I'm like, I need to work on that. I'm like, no, I don't. And you're so OCD and ADD. Okay, be funnier. Command my attention. What? Like me not wanting to pay attention to you means I'm mentally ill? Okay. Okay. So pencils down. I've done all the therapy I'm going to do. I think that if you try to fix yourself for too long or like go to therapy too long or obsess about yourself for too long, like you can come and go and pop in and out and stuff. It is, if you're not sick of yourself, there's something wrong. You're sick. I'm healthy because I'm sick of myself. We're not meant to talk about or think about ourselves as much. So let me get back to my opinion on my YouTube channel. I'm done changing. You know what it just feels like? It's like when you turn a document into a PDF, you're like locked. Final draft. You're in or you're out. You're in or you're out. This is me. You're in. I'm not going like, don't worry. I'm going to be a different person in a year. Stick around. I'm like, nope, this is it. You're in or you're out. Oh God, if I was dating, that would literally be my Tinder bio or Hinge or whatever. You're in or you're out. The point is, if you don't like Taylor Swift, it's you. And if you don't like Taylor Swift, you're dumb. I know it's very aggressive. It's not about her. Or the fact that if you don't like her, you think it's about her, that's what's dumb. It's about you. I can look at someone and be like, that person bothers me. What's going on with me that person bothers me, dude? Like, I have that. I have that with people. When I don't like something or something, I take it as an opportunity to go like, what's going on with me that I even care what's going on with this person, okay? So if you don't like Taylor Swift, great news, you're about to change your mind. Now, she posted her engagement photo online a day after Blake Lively's birthday. Thug. This is just like...
Not the morning of, though.
Mafia level. Like, to be clear, Blake, next year I will post my wedding photos on your actual birthday if you don't get these lawyers out of my inbox. This is like Sopranos level. Taylor Swift is like a genius at saying it without saying it. Like she knows everyone hates women. She knows you hate her. She knows that if she says something, she's gonna get got. But so she just does it. So people will be so horrified at the savagery. They'll just shut their mouths. She is such a genius. She knows not to talk. This is like Paris Hilton kind of like invented this. Like, I know people hate women so much. I say anything, they're just going to twist it. They understand the hatred of women and the hatred of America. Like, if I speak, I'm also speaking in English. And how the rest of the world can project onto me, right? they know that talking would ruin their careers. And it is genius. It is savvy. It is like when Jessica Simpson was pretending to not know how math worked while she was making $1 billion. Genius. This is the mistake women keep making. Learn. Take some notes here. The biggest mistake women make is we talk. See, I got the incels back. They're back. When guys say you talk too much, they're right. They're trying to help us be liked by other women. Okay? Why say anything? What is there to say at this point? What is everyone even saying? Why would anyone talk at this point unless you need to peddle Morgan & Morgan or Nutrafol hair pills, which I do. Look at my forehead. It's forever. She knows not to talk too much. Words is the weakest way to communicate with people, and she gets that. Okay? So now let me just go to my OCD spiral for a minute on Taylor Swift, because she is so genius. And so everything she's doing, she knows what she's doing. So if you guys hate on her, she's just going to use it in her next thing. You just make her more money. This is what I love about her. See, with the talking thing, I got conned into the rigmarole of like, I just need to be heard and I want to use my voice. It's a scam. That's all a scam. Alexa's collecting your voice. Every time you talk, it goes into a phone, it goes into a database, and your insurance company is going to cost you more. Every time you talk, you're adding to your shoddy digital footprint. Okay, the problem is used to be women aren't heard. I want to use my voice. That was, I guess, a problem before. Now, if you're being heard or talking, that's
you're taking on a lot of risk.
It's a scam. Putin says like 2 words a year. They asked him about Ukraine, and he just goes, "They're drug addicts." That's all he said. That's all I said.
The person who has the most information about why something is happening.
That's it. And everyone was like, stop talking. Okay. Listen, you know that I was a little bit late to the Taylor Swift party, but I am now in the market for a religion, and it's really like a front runner right now. Cause this is why I love Taylor Swift. She's a tryhard, and I love a tryhard. Tryhards are back. They're my people. Remember when Anne Hathaway just got canceled because she was excited to win an Oscar? And everyone was like, oh, why aren't you like lecturing us on genocide? Like, oh, why are you like smiling? Like you're supposed to be like.
Pretend you don't want it.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah, like what do you do? Like you're going to accept your award without talking about global warming even though you fly private? Like what is this? Like it's like tryhards, I guess they go in and out of style. I don't know, like, but they're back. And that's all that I really care about. Okay? And we got to go because this is my window. Taylor Swift, it is now revealed why I love Taylor Swift, because she's a tryhard, and all cool people try hard. I do need a new religion, maybe a cult. I feel like religions have fallen off. You know, we talked about on the podcast how religion is kind of like coming back, and you know, and then my best friend died. I was like, I thought I was like close on having a religion, and then she died, and I was like, okay, well, I was just about to support God, and then this happened, so now you're on my bad side. Now you're pushing it. I was just about to have faith, and then you did that. So I'm looking for a religion, and I was looking, I mean, my biggest problem with religion at the moment is it's just like, they used to be so glamorous. Now they're just like sloppy. Churches used to have like stained glass and like statues and like pomp and circumstance. Now they're just like mini mall, like Temu nightmares. Like they're just like beige.
They're broke.
But they're
broke. Dude.
Dude, religion is poor.
Yeah.
Religion's got poor.
They used to collect nothing but tax-free fat dollars every week, and now they're broke, but the business model is still solid. So they're trying, but they can't get anybody to give them any tax-free money. That's why, you know, Catholicism will outlast all these new age
Well, maybe
religions.
if you guys stop wearing Under Armour to the services. I mean, people used to dress up for church in their Sunday best. Like what? We need more pageantry. Of course they're not. They're like tax-free for what?
Imagine wearing the long gown and like a gold staff and all that, and you're like in an old Mervyn's at the mall.
But it is. Sometimes they do have like mall, like an old Claire's has been turned into a church. Like, I mean, it used to be that. It used to be like men in gowns being against gay marriage. And you'd be like, that's weird, but it was part of the allure. You never know what this guy's going to say next. Like, I'm a man in a big white dress and I'm against gay marriage. You're a man in a literal wedding dress and you're against gay marriage. Like, they know how to keep you guessing, keep us engaged, make us use our... Hypocrisy is what I like about it. That's what makes me think you're powerful. If you can get away with that kind of blatant hypocrisy, there's clearly no fear present, and that's when we feel safe, when there is a delusionally confident person. There's no delusional confidence in religion anymore. Okay, if you're having to be logical or make sense, that's for poor people. Being wrong and strong, that's like the power move, right? Also, a man giving wine to children on Sundays is objectively hilarious. That we've gotten away with that for so long. I mean, it is religious leaders. I don't know. They got sloppy. They tried to be our friend. You know, they tried to, first of all, they started getting caught, which is like, come on. Like the guy who runs the religion that's the Justin Bieber one that was canceled. It's called Hillsong. Yeah. Do you know about this? Hold on. Here, Hillsong Church has been embroiled in a series of scandals, primarily involving its leadership. The most prominent involves the founder, Brian Houston. Brian?
Oh, God's talking to Brian now?
Okay, when Brian's not available, let me guess. Todd? There was also former New York pastor Carl Lentz. Houston faced charges related to concealing his father's abuse and later stepping down following allegations of misconduct. Lentz was fired for, quote, leadership issues and breaches of trust, plus a recent revelation of moral fail. Okay. No one's listening. Okay. Pull it together. You got fired for breach of trust with who? Why are priests talking to anyone? You talk to kids or nobody. People no one will believe or nobody. Okay? I know what people are saying. Well, they have a God complex. Good. That's what you want. I think that leaders don't have enough of it. You need a God complex in order to you need to have a God complex so that other people who don't believe in something. Okay, you have to be such an egomaniac that we think you're too busy for us because you're on the horn with God. Stop it with these pastors and chaplains in shorts being friends with everyone. Why are you dressed like a Southwest flight attendant? Okay, you're God's publicist. We need you to step up. Go to Michael's and get some curtains. Dude, the pandemic turned us all into people with mono who just stay home all day and wear sweatpants like for the sleepover party. It's over. No more Uggs. Which we gotta stop with this. Okay, we gotta as a species we gotta stop with the slop. No more slop. No more Brandy Melville tube tops, Umbro shorts, and we're not. I'm starting a movement, Pat. MAFA. Make America formal again. Okay, I'm wearing shoulder pads and a tank top today, so I think all of you better
make America dress themselves before they leave the house.
Yeah, again. Just anything. We need to bring back uniforms, regalia, hats, pins, sashes. All of you who want to dress up as Minions and Pikachus and Pokemons at AnimeCon, first of all, see you soon, because I'm now one of you. Secondly, let's do that. Let's do that all the time. Can we just take ourselves a little more seriously? I think this is going to help if we all just stopped a situation where my son's Paddington Bear is the best dressed person in Los Angeles. Why are stuffed animals the only people who dress up anymore? All right. Taylor Swift, even if you don't like anything else about her, the fact that she is in a jewel encrusted thong on the cover of her new album, thank you. She's not in sweatpants being like, look how cozy I am. It's enough with the cozy. China's making generators. She's wearing an underwear. Taylor Swift is wearing an underwire bra made out of diamonds, glued on lashes up the wazoo. She's wearing fishnet stockings over nude pantyhose. Give me 2 pair. I need 2 pair. If you know, you know. It's no longer about Air Force Ones, that song. Okay? 2 pairs of pantyhose. I'm pro pantyhose now. Bangs have to be back. Okay? Bangs really is the cleavage of the forehead. Let's be honest.
You should do bangs. When's the last time you had bangs?
Oh, Pat, I love bangs.
You should do them.
I usually do it to show an ex. I showed him that I'm going to be using a nail clipper to trim my bangs back again at 2 a.m. over my sink. I had bangs and it's been growing out forever, but I keep curling them, so breaking the edges of so they're just forever banged. And now it's got like chemo energy. I can't, I don't know if I can do bangs. I stopped doing Botox, so I think bangs would be the fix to just cover the wrinkles on my forehead. But I want people to know when I'm mad. So if I have bangs, it'll cover. What is it with you men trying to get rid of all the emotion on our faces? If you don't get rid of it with Botox, you want to hide it with bangs. Like, you want me to get sideburns? Maybe this is how burqa started. What if we just put something over your forehead? What about just covering your mouth entirely?
Yeah.
And your nose is kind of like, it would hang better over your nose.
I could handle the occasional squinting with confusion or anger.
We just want to cover your eyes. Let's put this little screen. I don't want you to have to the sun might like give you a migraine.
Here's some snowboarding goggles to go over your burqa.
Name anyone right now in sweatpants who's on top. Tate McRae, fine. That's fair. But if she wants to elevate to marrying a football player level, she will have to get those Daisy Dukes over some nude tights ASAP. All I'm saying is that stop analyzing Taylor Swift as a pop star or what she's a religion. And I'm not against it. New religions pop up all the time, like with way less qualified leaders. And the only leader I want to lead my religion is one who didn't plan to lead a religion. It just like happened. She doesn't even have to participate, right? And what I like about her, she plans, she strategizes. Her merch is also surprisingly affordable. Sketchy. That's the only thing I'm like, it's a little fishy. How could it be that affordable? But she probably makes no money off of it because she doesn't care. Her t-shirts are like $45.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't love her for that reason, I can't help you. She's selling tapes and I just bought I just ordered tapes of her new album. Do you know how healing that was for me? She's already healing me from afar. She's over here having us put tapes in tape players.
Now would be a great time to start selling Walkmans on
I bought them all.
Amazon.
Good luck. I've got them all. They're all in. They're all at my front door in Amazon boxes. Literally the fact that she's selling tapes and tape players, she's like, you're not listening to my music on your phone when you're doing 10 other things. You're going to sit there and flip it. You're going to listen to 3 songs, flip it. If you want your friend to hear the song, you will put it in a boombox. You will put it on your shoulder. You will walk to their home. Okay? This is what religious leaders do. They make you walk to someone else's home and sell them. They also make you go back in time. She's making us go back in time. If for no other reason, for parents to love her, she may be the only person in entertainment trying to get people off their phones. That's it. Remember, there was that show about how bad phones are for kids. What was it called? I don't remember. We all watch it on our phones. I see you. I'm watching you. Every health person is like, the worst thing for you is the phone. And the only reason I know that is because I watched the video they posted about it being bad for you at 2 a.m. on my phone.
My phone keeps telling me to hate it.
They're like, the worst thing for your sleep is your phone and social media. Also, tune into my live at 3 a.m. where I tell you how bad it is for you. Like, mail it to us. If you really thought that would, mail it to me. Mail it to me. How about all these health professionals? Send me a letter to my home about how to sleep better, not on your phone. Taylor Swift walking the walk. Using a tape player, why is it like healed me? Like using a tape player, I use one with my son. It was like the original ASMR. Like the joy of just like, clunk, psh, psh. The buttons are all like thick and like juicy. Like, I mean, she knows how to align her music with like charm. I ordered the Taylor Swift CDs. I don't even know how I'm going to play it. So I'm like, I'm on the edge. It's like Christmas. I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to play it. Like, I don't know. Do I have to put it in the printer? I don't even know how I'm going to play. Do I slide into the jukebox? Do I have to enter a Coen Brothers movie and find the rusty bar with the jukebox that have the pages and then find an ironing board to iron $1 bill so that I can put it in the dollars? Like, I don't know. It is so baller to be like, my music is on tapes. Godspeed. Like, I think this is why religion works. Because there's like an old timey element to it. It's like, thou art ring the eternal dismayment. Religion will just say that and you're like, that sounds better than this.
What she's able to do, because like there's a lot of, like hipster bands and noise bands and people like that. They've been putting their stuff out on tapes and they never stopped. It's been going on every day. But 6 weeks ago, to talk about any of these bands that are selling like 48 tapes a year on their website or at their shows or whatever, nobody really gave a shit. But Taylor Swift is so big and important that when she decides to do it, there's like an industry of like, oh, they're selling Walkmans again. And there's going to be all kinds of like industry around it.
I just like that, like, there's like a magic. She's like forcing, in a good way, magic on us. There's like a, it's like, I'm always curious what's going to give us that Christmas morning feeling. I mean, not mine. That was a lot of like presents being thrown at people's heads and stuff. But like the proverbial Christmas morning. It's like, she's like, if you want to hear my new album, you need to like go back in time. You need to call your great aunt and ask if you can rummage around in her attic for a tape player. Like, in order to listen to Taylor Swift's tape, you have to like go open a box with your childhood photos in it.
She's introducing teenagers to their grandparents for the first time.
Connecting teenagers to their alcoholic aunts' basements. And that's why the music has to be so uplifting, because you're about to find out the truth about who your mother really is.
Yeah. The tape player in the attic is next to some other stuff.
Yeah, you're about to find out that your aunt is your real mom. Okay? She knows. Taylor Swift knows. She understands human nature. And I don't think a lot of people do anymore. She understands what we need to feel safe. She knows we need to hunt. She knows people's lives are meaningless. And at this point, the only way we can get meaning is to chase something around and then overpay for it and then it to not work, really, and then have to go. And then we get to be victims. We go, I need to get a tape player. I can't find one. Mine didn't work. Like, look, I don't know how this works. And it makes you look young that you like don't know how it works. It's just like, or you know how it works. And you're like, I remember like this. She knows what we need. She knows how to create scarcity at a time of abundance. She knows that if you can have everything, you truly want nothing. So be the thing that no one can figure out how to get, because you literally need to go to Radio Shack to get the thing to play the song, which doesn't even exist anymore. That was manifesting if I ever heard it. Now it's just a shack. You understand human nature or you don't these days. The rest is just drivel, and she does. Okay, but seeing haters like on TikTok and stuff being like, she wants us to feel sorry for her. She wants us to pity her. Sweetie. She's dork. She knows exactly what to do.
She's holding out for your pity.
You can take a seat. Everyone just take a seat and just let the pro like, she doesn't want you to pity her. On her new album, she's wearing a corset full of diamonds. She doesn't need your sympathy. You are projecting. That's her genius, is that she is a mirror. I love talking to people about Taylor Swift because then I find out exactly who they are, right? She wants you to pity her. No, she doesn't. She's an entertainer. What do you even do? So if she did say, I have no problems and I'm a billionaire and I'm with the football player, you'd be like, ugh, I hate her. If she was like, mo money, mo problems, you'd like hate her, although Diddy does have quite a few problems. Wasn't he on that song? Wasn't he on Mo Money, Mo Problems?
Yeah.
You saying Taylor Swift wants pity, you're telling me that you want me to pity you because you have to deal with the fact that you think Taylor Swift wants pity. She really reveals idiots, this woman. I'm grateful to Taylor Swift because she reveals who I shouldn't have in my life. People are like, oh, why doesn't she use her platform? Bye. I don't have to go to therapy anymore. I now can just bring up Taylor Swift and know who to cut out of my life. Like all over TikTok, people are like, Taylor Swift's a billionaire and she wants us to feel bad. No, she doesn't. She wants you to like her music. And we only like famous people when they're sad. That's why she knows that. That's why they have to pretend they have Lyme disease and talk about how hard it is to have ADHD. People that are mad at everyone are starting to show themselves. Like you're just mad at everyone. Sydney Sweeney, Taylor Swift, who else? Blondes have to do some stuff to kind of like ding themselves down because they're always going to win. I think they maybe know that on some level. They know like they have to get the brunettes to like them somehow.
Like a beauty mark on the face.
Yes, that's a perfect way to put it. Like blondes, they get whatever they want. I think they kind of know that. I mean, Bill Clinton is still with Hillary. You know how wild that is? If she was a brunette, how would that have gone? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Define with.
Blake Lively, she's going to get out from under this thing. Mm-hmm. She will. She'll play a villain in a movie and she'll be... Marilyn Monroe is still regarded as the smartest woman in the world.
Yeah.
Hedy Lamarr.
It was all that research.
Alive, same time frame, same job, may have come up with inventions that led to Wi-Fi. Who cares? Don't care. She was a brunette. Marilyn Monroe said something cute about being late. And she's our like she's our like Mensa, like paragon. Margaret Atwood, bah. Donna Tartt, bah. Who? Exactly. Brunettes. Garbage sewer people. Taylor Swift, also, you have to understand, when people are like, why does she want us to pity her? Her pain is real. This is like bad news for everyone. It's like my friends that are come from like Nepo baby friends. I don't have a ton of them, but when they complain about like the traffic being hard, and they're like, oh God, this day was like so hard for me. And I'm like, why? You get to hang out in your BMW longer and like, that's not trauma. And I'm like, wait a second. For you, that actually is hard for you. Like if you come from what you come from, that truly is like the hardest thing that's ever happened to you. So it's like blondes don't get rejected. They just, so her having to write a whole album about getting rejected, like that is crazy for her. For her to get rejected, like that is, I truly feel bad for her. Like if a guy doesn't want to date her or breaks up with her, like a brunette getting broken up with, I'm like, what took you so long? There's some blondes over there. So there's some butterfaced blondes over there who are just became available they have like 20 minutes till they find a new boyfriend. Brunettes are like, so I don't know. I'm just done. You know me, my cause is I come for people who come for people. And get out of here. She wants us to pity her. She's a billionaire. Go. You don't get to be serious anymore. Like people try to be serious. The same people who like collect stuffed animal keychains as an adult, and they're like that person's problematic. The key to your home has a purple Chucky on it. Taylor Swift knows what to do. She knows how to treat her fans like rats in a laboratory. She gives us little puzzles and clues. And like, honestly, I think about dads. Because I look back at the few times that I had one-on-one time with my dad, and there would always be like a song or like a TV show on, like something overly sexual that would happen that would make things like awkward. And like Taylor Swift gives parents the ability to hang out with their kids without like Siri being like, candidate for Megan's Law. Like, you know, dads, this is the best it's going to get for you in terms of role models. Right? Am I wrong? I'm actually going to bring in my boyfriend who has a teenage daughter and then Pat, who are going to weigh in on this. Taylor Swift for dads.
Yeah.
Why?
I became a fan of Taylor Swift on my own while on tour.
Well, you have a daughter who's 15.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on tour and Speak Now had just come out. Mm-hmm. And so we were in the
And this is coming from a man who's never gotten a word in edgewise. So you love this song.
I was like, preach. So we were listening to it a ton, and I just became a fan of the music because I was like, it's actually really good music. Mm-hmm. I like it. And then when people were like,
she? Like she's like because he's a big like 80s, like I think you listen to 80s lady bops because it's probably the last time you felt safe in the car with your mom, like 80s
great.
Music, right?
They're great.
But Taylor Swift is this generation's.
There's never been anything like her, and that's
Reba.
And that's not even close. Single mom who works 2 jobs. No, Michael Jackson. Like, here's the thing. She's so big. Like, this is a generational, like, we're kind of lucky to be alive at the same time. This is like being a skateboarder and being alive at the same time that Tony Hawk and Rodney Mullen are alive and can skate. That's insane. We just happen to be on the same timeline as Taylor Swift is. Like, that's a huge deal.
But as a dad, what is it? Because, like, you can take, as a father, your daughter to see Taylor Swift. Like, that is such a big deal.
It's huge. It was such an amazing production that you see it, you're entertained, and then there's another channel in your brain that's going, man, this person worked really hard. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how much money they have. They had to really work for this.
There's something wholesome about it. Like, she dresses like the Goblin Queen. She dresses like she's out of the Ren Fair, but it's all very, I think she knows.
Yeah, it's still like, even her like sexy move isn't like forward.
And that's how she keeps a girl. She's not trying. She's not. The term male gaze is so weird. Like I need my hair to be purple or blue in order to say male gaze, like with a straight face. But it is. She's not doing it for the guys. Like she's not doing like. I think a lot of pop stars think like I have to do stripper moves and like what do you do? Like there's something so endearing about the fact that she does look like she might have rheumatoid arthritis. Like she might have like a joint issue, but even when she's dancing sexy, it's like she's kind of Elaine from Seinfeld when she dances.
It's just like
it's charming.
It's like a traditional class that like you can subscribe to it or not, that's fine, but she does subscribe to that, like a traditional sort of like grace and class in that manner, and I like it. And also the songs are really good. Like they're very good.
You should default to Chris Cole's definition of grace and class. If you would like to zoom in a little bit, he's got a tattoo of a sexy ghost, a snake, a Philadelphia goblin, the goblin fan, not filled in.
Go Gobs.
Go Gobs. So I think if anyone knows what grace and class looks like.
He's an alien.
And he's dating me. So, but I'm just saying, people don't think about, I remember I had such little time with my dad as a kid, his choice. And when we would watch movies or even TV, like if a tampon commercial came on, I would just have to leave the room and be like, I had 10 minutes with that guy and when fathers and daughters are hanging out alone, which happens so much now because divorce is our kink, like what are the chances that when Taylor Swift song comes on or a Taylor Swift comes, that the dad's not going to take her? Like no one realizes how awkward that relationship already kind of is. And to be able to have a song come on that's Taylor Swift and have it not be like truffle butter in my crevice, it's like,
yeah.
Oh, I don't have to crash my car on purpose to get out of finishing this Cardi B song.
When going to other artists' shows that are much more provocative, you basically
Tate McRae's coming up. What's the plan?
Merch stand.
You'll be at the merch stand.
No one will be there at that time.
No
so
dads.
It's like, hey, go take note of what you like at the merch stand, and me and the other dads will be there in the middle of the concert, and we're just out there, just like. There's nobody in the concourse. There's nobody there.
I remember Chris saying, like, the merch stand at Sabrina Carpenter is so long, but, like, no one's buying anything. They're just waiting. They're making a long line on purpose. So they can be, like, still at the merch stand. You watch the show where you're twerking on a guy and deep-throating a microphone. I'll be out here getting your merch.
Yeah. Like, you walk out there and you just kind of give all the other dads the look, like...
Brutal.
And they all give you the same look, and everybody's just looking at their phones at the merch stand, like taking their time, dragging feet, eating a hot dog, doing something out there.
I did a bit about this, and I cut it out of in the joke special, which we're about to put on YouTube, about ballet recitals, about how ballet recitals, like the dads are always just like in the back, like just like I got like watching little girls in. If you're the dad who's like, I'm right here and I'm taking video, like, why are you videoing this? Like, why? Like, dads don't know what to do at a ballet recital. It's so funny to watch them just be like, oh, I'm gonna go warm up the car. Like, it's August in Texas.
What is interesting is maybe it's just the information superhighway or whatever happened in the past couple years. But when my daughter was little, I didn't have the same sort of radar for what's creepy and what's not, other than like my parental, like, I know that person's a creep. What is that dude doing?
Yeah.
But like now,
we gotta leave this church.
Now I feel like it's way higher where it's like anything you do can be creep. And so you're just like, I gotta.
But if it's a woman doing it, that's empowerment, quote unquote. So you can't be like, you're slut shaming if you're like, okay, why is this pop star, twerking? I can't, because she's making money and that's sex work and I'm supposed to be sex positive and this is a gangster and this is a thug and I'm supposed to be like girls run the world, but also like I can't stand next to her and watch it without being like.
I just don't know the rules. And so I back away. Also, like I'm just out. I'm at the merch stand because I don't know anymore. I don't know where my eyes can be. I don't know if I'm lame wearing sunglasses inside.
What other artist can just come on that's a female where you're like, okay, this next 3 minutes of this road trip is going to be okay?
Oh. Other than Taylor Swift? Jewel?
She's like, I make my eggs. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah, she says that song is
a banger. I know.
A+. No notes. Perfect. There are two versions, and the video version's my version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think that we look at pop stars ever through the eyes of the fathers that have to sit in the car with their daughters. Taylor Swift makes it so 3 minutes of I can just, as someone that had to sit in the car with my dad, and all I wanted was to be able to just like have it not be awkward. And then, you know.
And because of that, in the middle of the show, I didn't go to the merch stand, even though the merch stand line was bananas beforehand. It's like, there's a show going on. And it's awesome. And these songs are awesome. And I wonder what she's going to play next. And I don't have to worry about like, it's that album. Let me get out of here.
But were you weird about Twilight? Because to me, Taylor Swift is like the Twilight of artists, you know, because it is about like longing for boys and being boy crazy. And I think the knock would be like, oh, she like encourages women to like, to obsess about boys. You're going to do that at that age anyway. I'd rather it be like, I'm writing a song about it, you know, to process. I'm going to write a song and make money off of it. Make it a business. You're going to be boy crazy at that age anyway. She's setting the example. Make it a business.
Yeah, I think also when you're thinking of the negatives of Taylor Swift, they don't smash you in the face.
What are they?
Well, that's the thing. You have to look for them. You have to go, oh, well, she's kind of like promoting boy. This isn't
That's
WAP.
going to happen anyway.
WAP is in your face. Like this. Here's the problem, right? But then you go, Taylor Swift, you have to figure it.
No, just revealing it or just mirroring it back. Like when people are like, you're giving a platform to this thing. The thing that already had the platform? Like, what do you...
Yeah, but it's like you really have to make a problem happen, whereas
you just hate women. You just hate women.
Other things are just like, I didn't have to use any brain power to finagle this. It's like I'm watching some weird softcore going down at the concert, and I'm like, instead of like
what's gonna happen to Tate McRae? Are you just gonna wait in the car?
No, I'll be at the merch stand. I'll be at the merch stand going, no, not the shirt with the 69.
You know what? You know what you can do? I'll give you my Monster Jam headphones, and you should wear all
on my eyes.
Dad.
I'll just turn the tires to my eyes. And I'll just stand there like Coraline.
Dads should have, for when they take their daughters to Sabrina Carpenter and Tate McRae, like a full helmet where
Daft Punk.
They're present, but the daughters know you can't see it and you can't hear the lyrics.
Yeah.
But you're there to defend them from creeps.
Yeah, basically, if a creep comes up, they can like claw my arm, and then I'll be like,
honestly,
take off the goggles.
I do think creeps even know, like, dads with teenage daughters are not the people to test.
No. No.
They're like, I'm gonna be over here like at the mall when they're walking around alone. I'm not gonna go to a concert where
and be lifted 10 feet,
especially in LA. It's a bunch of like former Hells Angels taking their daughters to Tate McRae. Probably not, because it's like the way that like mama bears, like the way mamas are around their cubs, dads are like that. You become that when your daughter's a teenager. You become mama bear.
Yeah, and like a creep dude does not mingle well in one of those scenarios. Like you can be like you can look at a dude and be like, he doesn't have a kid with him for sure. There's no way. Nope. The way he ties his shoes, they're like Rambo laced. Like, like he might have to run.
Like any rings, you don't have a kid. Because when you once you have a kid, you can't wear rings anymore because you scratch your own kid with your rings and your jewelry and your bracelets and all that.
And you're always doing stuff, dislocating fingers.
Or the kid just takes it off and throws it. And you're like, no more jewelry.
Yeah, I just scratch my kid's like eyebrow with my.
If I see a dude with like 9 turquoise like rings, I'm like, don't have a kid. You do not have a child anywhere near you because your child would have taken that off already.
I have such a sick ring collection of turquoise, like
let's go
turquoise ring. I got an eagle head. I got all sorts of cool stuff, and they don't go anywhere.
Those are the rings he has. Those are the rings he makes time for. Those are the rings that he purchases. Those are the rings that he collects.
Hint taken. Got it.
Pat, what's your plan? Your daughters are 4 and 5, so do they get to listen to pop stars?
A safe one would be like Kelly Clarkson. You don't have to worry about Kelly Clarkson.
Good call. Cool. This is a segment called Men on Podcasts Not Wearing Shorts or Sitting on a Couch.
Not talking about supplements.
You're welcome. Yeah.
No supplements
about
here.
Fake supplements.
Yeah, I'm not selling you anything.
I do have ice in my shoes.
Okay, now that I've ruined my relationship with Chris Cole, everyone, don't ride elephants. Hey, give me.